Well, hello and welcome back. Thank you for coming back. Downtown Ayia Napa. We're on the coastal pathway and I've brought with me the most beautiful woman in the world. Without further ado, Miss Ayia Napa.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
And again. And as you can see, the sun, that's glistening. There are people canoeing their way into downtown Ayia Napa, so we suggest that you get yourself on a big bird
Or a canoe and start paddling like crazy, because old Cyprus is simply waiting just for you.
just for you. Have a look at these people again. It's fascinating me to watch them as they are canoeing like crazy to get themselves into downtown Ayia Napa. They understand that we are living on the island of love, and of course that this is paradise. And that's Ayia Napa, the most beautiful woman in the world. Shall we go for a little walk, or shall we get onto our little scooters?
On our scooters.
Right, I'll follow your rear end as tradition goes. So stick with us. We're going to go up to the coastal pathway and then we're going to get back onto our little scooters and we're going to take you for a wiggle and a waggle. They're over there, Ayia Napa. The orientation is absolutely diabolical.
Diabetical?
Diabetical, yes, there we are. Now, if you're wondering where to get the scooters from, around Ayia Napa there are scooters parked up. You can see those two there. So basically you download the app and then you pay them some money. They give you a code and of course that unlocks these scooters and off you go for a whiz. And when you're done with them, then you park them up and send them the location pin, and of course they stop charging you. But what we did was we went the old-fashioned way because, well, I'm an idiot in a blue hat with a pair of sunglasses, but luckily I've got a beauty with me, as Ayia Napa.
No, Paul, I actually trust to the old style as we did, because it's more sure things.
Well, there's many good things with modern society and there's many things that are not so good. With that, the moment you give them your credit card, they start charging you. With this, we negotiated 24 hours and some. So he told us whenever you finish with them in the afternoon, bring them back. So we got them at 1 o'clock. We're going to take them back at around about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock before we start our trek back to Paphos. And he said that's fine. Whereas if we'd have hired those, of course, they would be charging us non-stop until we stop and park it up.
It's all electronic, if you understand. The time is time. I don't think you can use it more than a minute more than you should.
Yeah, so there's pluses and minuses to all this technology. But let's get back on our scooters and let's follow the rear end.
I would like you to show these green gardens in front of that building.
You want to see this garden? There we are. So this is one of the apartment complexes that is situated right on the beachfront in downtown Ayia Napa. There's no name on the exterior, so we've got no idea what it's called. But there's a restaurant bar over there. We witnessed a wedding here last time when we walked along this pathway. And that's the apartments or apartment hotel, which I believe it actually is. And then just behind that, you can probably see the Helter Skelter in the background. So that's the Ayia Napa Luma Park. And of course, the view across the front, well, the view across the front takes your breath away. Have a look at that. It really doesn't get much better.
Where in December, in the months of December, you will find this green grass and green palm trees, and the nature is just starting to be more alive. Why? Because the sun is not burning them that much now, this time of the year, and now they are starting to be awake.
Right, come on, Ayia. Let's get a little bit further yonder on the pathway. As tradition goes, we're going to follow your rear end.
Mr. Paul, please be very careful. Oh, I didn't switch it on, or it was yours.
No, that's yours because that's the one you crashed yesterday.
Wow.
So back onto the coastal pathway in downtown Ayia Napa. And if you're wondering what time of year it is, by the way, first week of December, temperature 26 degrees today. Hotter than it was yesterday. Absolutely spectacular. It's littered with nice little areas where you can sit, and there's a shaded area, as you can see there to the right hand side. There's a further one just up. And again, as you notice, there are people walking around, should we say, scantily clad in bikinis and shorts, because the weather is truly, truly spectacular. So we're heading out towards the main hotels along the beach area, if you understand where we are. Most of the complexes now along here are hotel or hotel apartment complexes, designed obviously to take in the views. And then that little bit out of the town centre, there's a water park just over here on the right hand side. And in the very, very distance over there is the Ayia Napa Marina, which has now actually opened. It's still under construction, but the main apartments and villas are complete, and most of the restaurants and bars are open and waiting to take your money. So we'll continue to the next little walkway over there, which you can probably see on the left hand side, on the beach side, and we'll have a little wiggle and a waggle around there. A bit of an argument going on here between a few dogs. Got a big dog not liking one of the small dogs.
The big dog.
Big dog was trying to eat the small dog.
Nearly ate the small one.
Some spectacular areas in downtown Ayia Napa. Now I came for a walk along here last night, and of course this was lit up with lights. Too dark for us to film, but it was quite spectacular and a beautiful, beautiful place to go for a walk, that was for sure. There's Ayia Napa. Let's stick with her and follow that rather nice rear end. So as you can see, it's definitely designed for walking or bicycling, or of course if you've got a scooter. As long as you stick to the bylaws, there's no problems. Ayia Napa, you're going the wrong way. Let's take the people for a wiggle and a waggle along this coastal pathway.
Wow, how nice.
Spectacular.
Yes.
Absolutely beautiful. Have a look at that. Doesn't get much better. And as you can see, Ayia Napa has gone off like the clappers. Let's see if we can catch her up now. There's something very, very special about downtown Ayia Napa. If you want to go for that relaxing walk on a Sunday afternoon like it is today. At this time of year, it's absolutely spectacular. The temperature is incredible. The views are to die for.
As it's going on the hill, it's losing its power.
It loses its power, yeah. The ones we buy, I'm going to buy some more powerful ones than these, because when you get to a little bit of an incline, unless you've built up your speed, you can't get up.
They're building a church.
There's a nice church there. That's being renovated, as you can see. They've knocked 7 bells out of that, so they're going to rejuvenate that for the next season. And it's a church that's certainly got views to die for. Have a look at that.
Yes, yes. Καλά εσείς?
That's all that's left for me to say is thanks for watching, and of course if you like what you see, hit that like and click subscribe. Please come back for a little bit more of our madness.
Well, and the man, and the
Thank
nice
you.
man saying have a nice day to all our people. Yes?
Thank you,
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
very much.
Thank you very much. Have a nice walk.
Thank you.
And thank you for you all, our dearest people.
See you later. Thank you.
They're so friendly, you understand? Even they don't know you, they just talking with you and they are just describing. They start talking about the weather. If you understand, they don't want you. They don't want to harm you. They are so friendly. And I would like to tell you many thanks for watching. We are loving you to bits. And please don't forget to come and see another of our madnesses. Many kisses and lots of love from the bottom of our two hearts.
We'll leave you with a view to die for.